Good morning, everyone. So today we're doing a little behind the scenes with my daughter, Mia here. Say hi, Mia. Oh. So we're gonna head outside and we're gonna do, like I said, a little behind the scenes. It's a little cold this morning, so we got a jacket here for her to wear in between shots, and she's a really good sport. So, so we're gonna head outside. We'll see you in a few minutes. Say bye.
Bye.
All right, so we are outside, actually just right outside our house. I don't need to get too super picky with this. So I picked this because there's a little light in the background, and there's also this little light here, which she can stand in. That's gonna give her a little pop. So Mia, go ahead and stand in that little light on the ground there. See it? Straight ahead. Nope, over here, look right here. Can you stand right here for me? Okay. So I absolutely love the looks of hat, but this, as you can see, is always the problem with them. We're always constantly readjusting them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her readjusted and get her ready for the photo shoot. We also have this really cute pumpkin here she's gonna be holding. So Mia's now holding the cat pumpkin, and we decided to go against the hat just because it keeps falling over and it's pretty cold this morning. I don't want to keep her out too long. So here we go. Mia, what do you think of that pumpkin? So with children, you generally move, pretty quickly because they get bored easily. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the shoot. Here's my camera here, and these are my settings. I may adjust it depending on how it looks through the camera. So we're going to go ahead. Hey, Mia. So I'm going to stop it down a little bit, and Mia, what are you doing?
I'm holding it.
You're holding it and readjust the focus here. It's hard to do it with just one hand. Mia, what do you think of Halloween?
Good.
This dress, by the way, is so gorgeous. This is Anna Triant, and she has some amazing stuff. Mia, can you hold Mr. Cat by the cheeks? So with children, you always have to be very patient and listen and be willing to make a little adjustments. So Mia, can you put him down a little? Can you hold him by the cheeks? There we go. So I just helped Mia adjust the pumpkin, and I fixed her hair, and she pretty much knows how I want her feet to look just because she and I do a lot of photo shoots together. So Mia, can you look right here? Oh, can you show me a smile? Yeah, so I'll generally play a little game with the kids and get them warmed up for the camera, which is what we're doing now. Mia, can you smile? Oh, so cute. So I'm gonna turn her so her face isn't in the sun, because you don't want highlights smacking the children in the face. It doesn't look the greatest. So I'm actually gonna turn her a little more this way. There we go. That's great. You can see the highlights in her hair. It looks so pretty. And Mia, can you turn your tummy towards me a little more? Yeah. Can you fix your feet for me? Yeah, good job. Okay, so we're going to do nice smiles. Okay, we're not going to chew our mouth. Perfect picture right there. Okay. So here's the picture how I want it to look. I'm going to go ahead and snap a couple real quick. Generally, you want that green box over the face, but I'm doing this one-handed, but I'll retake a couple. Good. Okay, so I took a couple quick snaps. So to me, this is good, but it's not quite good enough. As you can see, there's a tree growing out of her poor head. Mia, there's a tree growing out of your head. So all you have to do is just move your camera ever so slightly, or have her move. Great. Okay, so we have a little bit of a sun flare going there. For this particular image, I do not want sun flare, so I'm going to move my camera ever so slightly this way. And Mia, can you do a surprise? Okay, so we readjusted again. With children, you're going to do a lot of readjusting, but Mia's having fun. She's loving it. And this time I'll be going through some different poses and trying to get a little emotion out of her, some different emotions. So Mia, can you show me surprise? There we go. That's perfect. Good job. And can you show me happy? Aw, can you look at your pumpkin for me? Where's his eyes? Oh no, where's his teeth? Can you fix him for me? Can you fix him so you're holding his ears?
Oh no.
Oh, good. Can you show me a scary face? This is Halloween. Scary. Oh my gosh, Mia. Okay, so I told Miss Mia to do a really scary face without scrunching up her mouth. And this is what we get. So Mia, we are all done. I'm gonna go in and do some editing. I may even drop a little editing pictures in here as well.
Here's a pumpkin.
Hi everyone, so we're back inside where it's nice and toasty warm. Mia really enjoyed this session. She got a lot of laughs and she always enjoys her time with her mom. And I'm now uploading the images to Lightroom where I'll do just some little bit of general adjustments. So this is great because you guys are going to see a little bit of the process and how I go through the images and how I adjust them here. So there's so many cute ones. I don't know. Let's take a look at this one. So generally when I'm editing, culling through my images, I look for sharp lighting. Number one, I want the lighting to be good. And this looks pretty good to me. There's nothing that's chopping her head off. There's no super hot spots on the side of her face. This stuff to me is important, but generally this is what I like in my images. So what I will do here is it looks very cold to me, like a lot of what's cold outside. So so I am going to warm her up just a tad bit right in here, and generally I just do a little tad. And as you can see, it's starting to warm her up quite a bit. You don't have those awful blue tones anymore. She's just such a riot. And I'll turn my highlights down just a little bit too. And let's see, what else do I want to do in Lightroom? Let's see. I will probably sharpen it just a little bit. I like to do all my major editing in Photoshop just because I find it's more convenient to do. Lightroom's good for loading in your images and culling through and doing a little bit of adjustments like this. I'm gonna pop in a little noise reduction, just even if the ISO is like at 100, I always like to add a little noise reduction into my images, and that looks pretty good to me. So I'm now gonna take this into Lightroom. Alright, so I'm just waiting for that image to pop over. This is actually a client of mine that we just did a couple last week, I believe it was, and really excited to give her gallery. But yes, here we go. So the first thing that what I like to do with my pictures is I like to look for things that might take your eye away from the story, which in this case is her and her little clown pumpkin here. So people wonder what takes my editing process a little longer than, it's a little longer just because it takes me a little time to go over this stuff. So I will, I'm going to Command J, which is duplicating my layer here. And then I will fix the shoelace because to me, that's very destructive. Some of the little elements that are in nature, I may not. Anything that isn't supposed to be there, I generally like to remove. And as you can see, that cleaned it up quite well. So any little bruises and discolorations, I will grab my little, we just had a Photoshop update and boy, it's a little finicky. I actually liked the other one much better. So we'll zoom in and you can see there's a little bit of a bruise here. Go ahead and clean that up. There's some discoloration here. So as you can imagine, me going through all of my client images where it would be quite time consuming doing this, but that's just something that I like to do. And I think every photographer goes through the same process, so it's nothing exceptional. All right, let's take a look at her little face here and see if there's anything that I don't like. So I might remove this little hair here. And just slide it up there. So all I'm doing is using my patch tool for this. And she's had conjunctivitis for the last few days, and because of that, her eyes are a lot darker than normal underneath her eyes. So a way to, I think that what I'm trying to grab here is actually a spot on my computer screen. All right, so I just flattened my image. I'm gonna Command J again and create a new layer. And I'm gonna show you how I fix these little dark circles under her eyes. Now I don't wanna take the color totally away because we're not, you know, we're not perfectly smooth and solid colored under our eyes. We do have color variation throughout our skin. So I'm not gonna totally take that away, but there we go. So you can just select areas of her skin that are, you know, smooth and pretty even toned. So this is before and after. You can see there's quite a bit of difference there. So I'm gonna take that down a little bit just because I don't want it to be unnatural looking. And there we go. We're starting to see it come back a little bit. There, that looks better. And I notice up here on her upper eye, she has a little bit of marking here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do all of my general cleaning up, and I'll be back. So I've done a little cropping. I removed some distracting elements. I adjusted a little bit on her dress. There was some hairs that were being, I could see against the black, that tree limb in the background, which I hated. I removed that, and now I'm going to show you a little before and after. So this is just some basic general editing, and if this was a client image, I would go ahead and maybe fix her skin tones a little bit and fix the dress here. I would want this to be a little more even with this side here, so it's not so distracting. I would fix that, and I think that would be about it. So yeah, that's it. This is a very basic image editing. So I hope you enjoyed my little video, and if you're ever interested in doing a holiday God sakes, I can't think this morning, a holiday styled session, please reach out, and I'm more than happy to help. I absolutely love working with children, so I'm always here for it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.